Happy Monday, everyone. I hope this little video finds all of you well. Today, I'm going to give you a little demo on how to use simple lines in order to create kind of an interesting design. You can see I'm starting off today by creating a border on my piece of paper, which is probably a little tedious to watch, but if you notice, I'm not really using a ruler or anything. I'm just kind of freehanding it. And there's an element of caution that I'm taking as I do it. But I think it's nice to frame in your sketchbook or your piece of paper and to create a format, as you probably remember me talking about all the time in class. After this, you'll see that I am then going to break my piece of paper down into, I think I go with about four big random shapes. And you could do maybe more. You might do one less. I wouldn't go too much less. But once you've got your border on a little format, then you can get in there and begin to break it down into different shapes that you just think are interesting to look at, is the way I would approach it. It does not matter at all what your shapes look like, but mine are pretty geometrical and angular. There's not anything organic about mine, although you could do it that way. You can see I'm thinking about it a little bit, at least the way I fill the paper. After I sort of frame in my paper with some bigger shapes, the video is going to speed up considerably, but you'll see that I am using parallel lines within each shape. So I just start in one area and I start to make lines over and over again. Some of the lines I press harder with. Others I press more gently. Some I put really, really close together, and then others I leave a little bit of space. But I repeat the lines in the same direction within each shape over and over again. Once I've filled up one of the shapes, I kind of rotate my sketchbook and I move to the next one. And then I have my shapes going, or my lines going in a different direction. That way they're not all confusing and on top of each other. And you'll see that it's amazing what you can do just by repeating a line. You're going to see some of mine are darker and lighter, and I've left some gaps, and there's a couple of smudges on there. All of that is okay. It's going to add character to it in the end. So this is what I want you to try to do today, and or at least in the next couple of days, and see what you come up with. I would love for you to share your video on my Google Classroom so that others can see what you've done. Enjoy.